Hey, all right, welcome back to Ask Allison. Here is the first question. I started my private practice a couple months ago. I have 11 clients, which is awesome. Because the practice is my part time, I've left all the income in the bank. I have one account specifically for taxes, another where my expenses come out from, and would like to build an emergency fund as well. But I haven't paid myself at all. I'm kind of afraid to. Thoughts? So, first, I want to thank Therapy Notes for sponsoring Ask Allison. It's an all inclusive, simple, affordable practice management system that has everything you need from your calendar, your notes, your video conferencing. It has a HIPAA compliant credit card processing with the lowest fee out there. Therapy Notes is the highest rated EHR on Trustpilot. I love that their notes follow the golden thread with information automatically flowing from intake to recurring notes. So you don't have to rewrite the same thing over and over. You can get 2 months free of therapy notes if you use the promo code ABUNDANT at checkout. So, to answer this question, 11 clients in a couple of months is awesome. The me of 2019 would have said, oh, don't worry too much about your business emergency fund as long as you have a personal emergency fund. But having lived through 2020, I would recommend having 3 months of business expenses at least for no other reason than it's going to keep you from panicking about money if anything like this pandemic happens again. Most people I worked with in 2020 had a pause in client calls for about a month or two, and then it was a deluge. So many people were calling. So you're doing a great thing by putting money away for taxes. That's a money a lot of people, or a thing a lot of people don't do, and it causes some panic later. So I love that you're thinking about it, but I do want you to release the reins a little bit and pay yourself. So let's say you already have enough in your account to cover 3 months of overhead expenses. You have enough in your tax savings account to cover your taxes so far. It's time to pay yourself. I was on a call with an inner circle member recently who said she would pay herself if she just knew how much. She wanted me to tell her out of how much should she be paying herself? And I asked her, what would your next rebuttal be if I told you an amount? And she's like, no, I literally just need to know the number. I have no rebuttal inside me. Um, but as you might imagine, once I gave her a number, she came up with some rebuttals, and that's all right. I knew it would happen. That happens for most of us. So today's free worksheet actually includes some resources for money stuff. 99% of the time when someone hasn't paid themselves, it's because they're afraid. You're in really good company. You are not the only one. So, whether you're afraid of doing it wrong and getting into some sort of trouble with the IRS, or you're afraid of paying yourself too much, or afraid of the worthiness struggle that comes up sometimes when paying yourself early on, there's fear there. So, I want you to get really clear on which fears you're dealing with. Remember that if you put in this many hours at a job without getting paid, you would be rightfully raising some hell. So, if you need help working through that fear, we have 2 levels of supported abundance. We have the inner circle, which lets you talk through it with me, your cohort, your dedicated individual consultant, and an exclusive Facebook group. And I'll link to that so you can check it out. We also talk a lot about money mindset in there. The Abundance Party has trainings, exclusive Facebook group, great community, courses. I'll link to that too. If you have questions for Ask Allison, send me a DM over on Instagram. I'm abundance_practice_building. And yeah, make sure you get that free download. I will link to that as well. I hope you have a really great day.